Good morning to all of you. First of all, I am very thankful to Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti to get such type of opportunity to be present before you through this video. In this video, I am going to give a detailed summary about only the first part of the lesson, the greatest on face. The greatest on face is written by Nathaniel Hawthorne. He was an American short story writer and novelist. He was not only the short story writer and novelist, but he was also the philosopher and social thinker. In this lesson, the author Nathaniel Hawthorne wants to describe the confusion and ignorance and the search of a first person who looks like the greatest on face. It is a beautiful creation of the nature. It is formed on the perpendicular side of the mountain by the immense views of rock shears. If it is seen from far, far away, it looks like the greatest on face. If it is seen by going nearby, it looks like the heap of rocks, nothing else. Really, this lesson is very instructive and inspirative for the students. It is not only the instructive and inspirative of the students, it is also very beneficial for the people of the society. It is the belief of the people of the valley that the fertility of the valley is the result of the greatest on face. In the story, the author portraits about little boy whose name is Ernest. He was sitting with his mother at the door of a cottage one afternoon. He was observing to the greatest on face and talking to each other. Ernest wants, Ernest desires, and presents his feeling to the mother that the greatest on face would speak and would be present in that valley once. Then the mother told him about a prophecy that she had heard in her childhood. Ernest desires, expresses feeling to listen the prophecy. And the mother started telling the story that she had listened in her child. She said that a child would be born in that valley who would be the greatest and noble man of that time. And his mother told him that if the prophecy came true, he was able to see that man in that valley. And the boy believes the mother's story. And he started doing like that. He became dutiful and helpful to his mothers. He grew up a gentle, mild, and a kind young man. Once it so happened in the valley, the man had left the valley very earlier and settled at the seaport and become the rich merchant. When he became rich, and by the age he became old, he got wrinkled face and came back to the valley. The people announced that that man whose name was Mr. Gathergold was looking like the greatest on face. But Ernest did not agree. He did not observe any similarity, any likeness between Mr. Gathergold and the greatest on face. Now we listen. After some times, when he became old, Mr. Gathergold was dead and buried. When Mr. Gathergold was buried, the people of the valley announced that there is no similarity between the greatest on face and the face of Mr. Gathergold. At the same way, Ernest did not find any similarity, any likeness between Mr. Gathergold and the greatest on face. By the course of time, he became a young man. He did not know the great stone face was working as his teacher, as his mentor, as his guide. He became very kindful. He became very helpful to his mothers. He was not only the helpful for his mother, but also the people of the society, of the valley. After some times, it so happened that young man became the soldiers in that valley very earlier. And he fought bravely in that battlefield. He was known as the gentle blood thunder And after some time, when he came back in that valley, the people announced that the commander, the general, blood and thunder, was looking like the greatest on face. But Ernest did not agree. He did not say any similarity between the general and the greatest on face. At the end of the story, he was waiting in that valley to see that man who looks like the greatest on face. And rest we'll discuss in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.